Well, Virgin Voyages' all-new Scarlet Lady has arrived, and she's a bit different. So let's take a look at this all-new ship from Virgin Voyages. Hi everyone, my name's Brandon. If you like cruise news, cruise vlogs, and ship tours, and much more cruise content, make sure you click that subscribe button down below for more videos every single week, every single Monday. Like I said, the all-new Scarlet Lady is here. She's the very first ship from Virgin Voyages. She just wrapped up a showcase over in the UK, but after that she is going to arrive in her home of Miami and start making her normal sailings from there. So things that have been said about this ship are kind of not what I expected. Virgin Voyages set out to pretty much revolutionize the cruise industry and pretty much change the entire game. And in a way, they did that. But at the same time, they didn't quite perfect it. And that's kind of a downfall. There's a lot of things they definitely could have improved on. Obviously, I have not been on Scarlet Lady yet, so all of this is going off of what I have heard from other content creators and people who have just seen the ship already, so I'm just kind of going off of what other people see and what I have seen from other videos. So just keep that in mind. I have not been on Scarlet Lady yet, although I would really like to do a ship tour. So maybe I can get that to make that happen in the near future. We'll see. One thing to keep in mind is that Virgin Voyages did build their very first ship from scratch. Normally when a new cruise line is coming out, like they come in and they buy an older ship. An example would have bought the Carnival Fantasy or the Majesty of the Seas or something like that. This isn't the case. They just like, boom, we're gonna make our own ship. This is ours, brand new. Let's do this. That's one thing to keep in mind. They pretty much started from scratch. They're an all new cruise line, and they pretty much did everything their way. In a way, that's pretty cool that they did that. Scarlet Lady is a very odd looking ship. She's got the vertical bow in the front. She's got the entirely gray hull and superstructure, and the ship literally just screams, "I'm different, here I am," which is kind of what Virgin set out to do. So in a way, good job on that. You definitely achieved what you were doing from that aspect. She's definitely different. There's definitely some better looking ships out there, so it's a lot better than I thought it would be, but I don't know. The rendering showed a really large pool and like a big pool deck area, which the rendering makes the pool look a lot bigger than it really is. So with the pool, it's got a really big splash area where, you know, like you kind of step around, like you actually walk through the water and everything. And then the size of the pool is like the size of a hot tub. Well, it's a little disappointing looking, seeing that's the only pool on board the ship, and it's not very big at all. But on the other hand, you gotta think it's a 21 and up cruise. So there's not going to be any kids in there. But I would imagine people are still going to use the pool, but you know, there's not going to be a bunch of screaming kids inside a tiny little pool. And I would imagine not many adults are going to be inside the pool. I mean, obviously there is going to be people swimming around and stuff like that, but you know, I don't think it would be as crowded as, you know, a normal ship. That's also the only pool on there, so, you know, at least it's not going to be packed with kids, but it's still not very big. Another big thing that's caused a little bit of uproar is the staterooms on board. So the staterooms are very modern looking. They're very nicely decorated, I'll give them that. The big uproar about the staterooms is that there's no storage. There's really nowhere for you to put your clothes besides, you know, hang them up in the closet. But there's no like drawers to put things in. There's really nowhere to store your stuff. You really don't have much of a spot to put your suitcase either. So that takes up a little bit of room, so that's kind of a downfall to that. They definitely could have made some little built-in storage. They probably could have done a little bit better on that. Another thing is the bed configuration. So the beds are shaped like an L shape, and during the day it's a sofa, or like a little couch, which is really cool. It's a really neat idea, and I think it looks really good. It clears up a lot of space within the stateroom, so if you're going to walk around during the day, you have a lot of room to walk around and kind of chill out in there. So that's a really nice thing. But at night, the bed is going to swing, and they're going to kind of come together and make, you know, the king size bed if you want it that way. You don't want to be sleeping in the same bed as somebody. It's going to be pretty much still in that L shape, but you're going to have to sleep either head to head, which could be weird, or feet to feet, which is still kind of, I don't know, you might be kicking each other around all night or something. Or I really don't think anybody would want to do this, but you know, you could be sleeping head to feet. You know, if you got somebody with stinky feet like Justin, you definitely don't want that in your face at night. So something to keep in mind. I really don't understand. So I really wish they had the option of being able to split the beds apart and not be in that L shape. So maybe instead of like, you know, the beds swinging together, it could have swung like this way to where they were like parallel with each other. That would have been a really good idea. That would have been a little bit better configuration for that, I think. Appearance-wise, the stateroom is not bad at all. It looks really, really nice. From a practicality standpoint, not so much. So, which is kind of a trend that I've seen in some of the videos and stuff like that, is like the practicality side of this doesn't seem too thought out. But one cool thing is that with the balconies, you had a hammock on your balcony. That's pretty cool. I'd be spending a lot of time out there on my balcony in that little hammock. So that's really cool. I would really enjoy to have a hammock on the balcony. I really enjoyed the swing that was out on the Havana Cabana on the Carnival Horizon. That was a lot of fun. I liked that little swing and that little area. So I think a hammock would be a really, really cool thing to have on a balcony. One thing is, one of the restaurants on board, they claim there's no buffet on board the Scarlet Lady, yet there kinda is, but it really doesn't. They're not calling it a buffet, but it basically is a buffet, so it's a little weird that they just kind of refuse to call it the buffet. Another weird thing about this ship is that there's a tattoo parlor on board. That's really not something I would imagine would be on a cruise ship or something that would be appealing. Now, I'm not somebody that really, I don't have any tattoos. Maybe it's just because I don't have any tattoos is why it's not appealing to me, but I did ask a few friends that do have tattoos, and they really said they wouldn't really be interested in getting a tattoo on a ship. That's really not a reason they would go on a cruise, so they could get a tattoo. That's what I've heard from friends that I've asked that do have tattoos, so I try to see both sides of it again. But it's very unique. She's the first one to have a tattoo parlor on board. Comment down below. Comment down below if you guys would be interested in getting a tattoo on a ship. Now, if you like to post on Instagram, now's your time to shine, because they got some really, really cool backdrops. All the stuff on board just looks really, really cool, makes really good backdrops. Very Instagrammable places on the ship. You know, if you want to flex a little bit, you know, take some spicy pictures for Instagram and look good, then you're gonna like the Scarlet Lady. So that's really cool. You have like a light tunnel, like just a little like hallway with like lights just all around you, which seems really cool. I definitely would think it'd be cool to take a picture there. And there's also like some hallways that are just like striped. Definitely some cool places to take some pictures on this ship. I definitely would like, if you like to take pictures for Instagram or like social media and stuff like that, you might actually like the ship. Now back to the whole practicality thing. The furniture on board does not seem too practical. There's a lot of furniture on the ship that looks really neat and like really modern and kind of like sleek looking. Looks really neat. You gotta sit on the couch, and furniture doesn't look too comfortable or very practical, so it's one thing to keep in mind. It looks really cool though. It looks like they kind of went for more of a form over function type of thing. They went for something that looked really, really cool instead of something that was kind of practical. Overall, the ship and the cruise line itself pretty much screams 25 to 35 year olds. 25 to 35 kind of seems like the target audience for this cruise line. Very young, but you know, a very young but professional crowd, kind of millennial style. With the younger crowd, the prices are really, really high. I looked it up, and about a 4 to 5 night cruise, it's gonna be out of $1,000 per person. Those are some insane prices for 4 to 5 nights. That's crazy. That's really expensive. Now, with that, you do keep in mind that all your gratuities are paid. You get unlimited Wi-Fi. Specialty dining is included. And sodas and drinks are included. All you have to pay for pretty much is alcohol and stuff from the gift shop. So factor that in a little bit. It's still pretty expensive. I do really like the idea of the almost all-inclusive type of thing. So it's kind of a neat little twist they did. I do really like that kind of idea, is that everything is included, even the specialty stuff and gratuities. Scarlet Lady is going to call Miami home, and next year in 2021 we do have her sister Valiant Lady. It's going to be the second of Virgin Voyages ships. She's going to be home ported in Barcelona, Spain, and do Mediterranean cruises. Now, something that people may not know is that right after Valiant Lady, there are still 2 more ships from Virgin Voyages on order. They are going to be identical to Scarlet Lady and Valiant Lady, so that's something to keep in mind. All ships are going to be about 110,000 tons and about 2,700 guests. Now the CEO of Virgin Voyages said he would like to send some ships over to Scandinavia and do some Baltic cruises and over to Australia, so I could kind of see the 3rd and 4th ships going those directions. I think it's cool that they're trying to get a taste of each market around the world as they start to grow. So that's going to be all for today's video of the Scarlet Lady. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are of Scarlet Lady and Virgin Voyages down below in the comments. So I was really excited for the ship, but after seeing some of the stuff, I'm a little on the fence. I think I'd definitely love to do a ship tour to see if I like it before I actually cruise. Thank you guys for watching. If you don't already, click that subscribe button, and I will see you next week for another video. Thank you guys for watching.